Today we're going to give Gideon a bath and blowout today. That's all, no clippings, just bath and blowout. Let's get started, you ready? He says, I'd rather do something else. For those who are new, I use on Gideon because his hair's like ours. His fur's different. I use baby shampoo. Controversial to some, but I've always used it and it works good for me. An old soap bottle, dish soap bottle, I use to foam up the shampoo so it's not so concentrate. And I use baby leave-in conditioner for when he gets his blowout. I've used these for years and they work great, so I'm just going to continue using them. Time for the bath. Boy, sit down. Good boy. Here we go. So I wanted to start out by saying a pretty funny story. I took Gideon to the vet. I think it was about, well, he goes to the vet every year, but he went to the vet, I think it was like 2 years ago, and I said, hey, I noticed that he has this little tiny lump on the side of his, on his side. It's on his right side, right on his rib cage. And the vet was looking or whatever. And he goes, huh? And he's like looking at it, and I said, gosh, I hope it's not anything bad. And he's like, no. He's like, no. He says, you know what? And he looked at his chest and his stomach, and he's like, he's got an odd number of nipples. He goes, I think this one on the side is his other nipple. So Gideon's got a side nipple. So I'm just relieved it wasn't anything bad, but it was just pretty funny how he's got a sideways nipple. So I think what I'm going to do is make another video, and I think I'm going to do one on Gideon's menu. I was doing his, I make crock pot chicken for him, and it's just plain chicken breast, and I don't season it with anything. It's just plain. And I add a little bit of water. I would use chicken broth or bone broth, but the problem is they're all, for the most part, salted. At least when I went to the store, all they had was salted. If I can find some unsalted, I'll use chicken broth, but I just used some filtered spring water. You know, I mean, duh. It was spring water. Spring water is already filtered, but I used some spring water. And I just cooked it overnight so that it was nice and moist and fell apart. And I just add that, to his diet that I do every day. So, I mean, it's the same price as the food I was giving him. I give him, it's Nature's Recipe. It comes in like these little dishes, and they're like vacuum sealed or whatever. And it has like, the chicken and duck or chicken and whatever. It's all meat, but it smells and looks just like crock pot food. So I didn't taste it, but what I decided to do is I'm like, you know what? For the same price, sometimes cheaper if the chicken's on sale, I'll just make him his own crock pot chicken, just like, as if I were to buy it. Yeah, on Gideon's walks, usually it's just, there's always one person that I walk with, and she usually had 2 dogs, but she recently has another one added to her family because her father passed away, unfortunately, and she has his dog, and it's a little tiny poodle, but she already has her own little poodle, so it's not like it's hard for her to, manage. The only side downfall, to it, is that the dog, her name's Bingo, she's mostly blind. So, her dad's house, when Bingo was living with her dad, he didn't have stairs in the house. He lived in Florida and it was like one floor. So Bingo is not used to stairs. So it's not that it's a bad thing or a downfall that she's blind necessarily. It's just the fact that Bingo has to learn like where everything is. So she's bumping into the couch and the tables, and because she's learning her way around everything. But anyway, I usually walk with her and her 3 dogs now, and the other 2 friends that I walk with, and their dogs. They usually walk later in the day, and their dogs are bigger. So Gideon hasn't walked with them in a while, because one of them, the guy works. He gets home at like 3:30, 4 o'clock. And it's usually cold, really cold by then, and dark because the sun's going down. And for little dogs, it's pretty cold outside. I live in Connecticut, and so it gets like really cold when the sun starts going down. So me and my friend, her name's Heidi, her and I usually walk around like 2:30 in the afternoon. And that way it's at the hottest part of the day. So we did a good walk today, and so Gideon's tired from that today. It's going to be pretty interesting once it starts warming up and the days when the days get longer, because so we're going to have Heidi and her 3 dogs, and the man I mentioned and his wife and their dog. Oops, the camera just got the water just got all over the camera. I'm so sorry, guys. It might look a little foggy there. I didn't realize it until just now as I'm watching the video. Sorry about that. But anyway, it'll be Heidi and her 3 dogs, the man and his wife and her dog, and another friend of mine. She has a pet pig and a goat and a dog and a rabbit and like a lot of cats. But she pretty much has like a little mini farm, but she has a big dog too. Actually, Gideon has a crush on her. He's like obsessed with her dog for some reason. Gideon's neutered, nothing's gonna happen, but he has this attraction. Her dog's name is Camo, and he has this attraction towards Camo, and he's got to like walk with her and be next to her. It's the cutest thing, but she usually, it'll be pretty interesting once it warms up. Because it's going to be, 3, 4, 5, it's going to be 6 dogs. We're walking through the neighborhood with all these dogs and everything. People like drive by and they think that they all either laugh or get irritated. Because, we try to walk on the side of the road. It's a residential area. It's not like it's a busy road or anything. But it's just pretty funny, like the looks that we get when we have all these dogs coming. Thank goodness they're all friendly. Yeah, so Gideon, he's on my lap. I'm doing the voiceover now. It's right after I filmed this, and I'm just doing the voiceover now. It's just, the fan is just really loud, and sometimes, like when my son is home, his bedroom is on the other side of the bathroom, so like it's like right next to the bathroom, so it always sounds like a nightclub. My son's TV is against the like it's on the other side of the bathroom wall. So it's always like sounding like a nightclub in there. So sometimes I have to do a voiceover when I give Gideon his bath cut and blowout, because the noise. But so I'm doing this voiceover and Gideon's like drooling on my pants and he's snoring. He's so tired. Oh my gosh, it's so funny because I've mentioned it before, but he sleeps next to, like, between Bill and I. He has like a pillow in between us, and he has his own pillow because he drools in his sleep. But he gets his bath every week and he likes it. So finally, I got the bath done, and I'm going to dry him off now. His hair is so curly when it's wet. I don't know if the camera does any justice, but his hair gets really curly. But anyway, I'm drying him off right now, and getting to move him is ridiculous. It's like moving like a 20-pound bag of sand. He just does not want to move. But he loves me. He wants to just go downstairs and cuddle. But I'm like, no, it's time to dry you off. So I'm gonna just wring him out really quick, dry him down, and I'm gonna pull out the hair dryer. And he shouldn't dry too long because his hair is, you know, on the shorter side. Because last time I gave him a bath, I cut his hair. That was in my last video. I know that after I pick him up out of the tub and then bring him over to the counter, I never show this, but my eggs always fall out of my baskets. My baskets, so like I have to always like adjust my bra and everything. Aw, good boy, Gideon. Yeah, so I'm gonna just dry him, but I'm gonna add that leave-in conditioner. I find that works best because it's very light, it's not heavy, and it's just easier and quicker to use than to having to put all the conditioner on his skin and then rinse it off again. It's just more convenient for me anyway. For some dogs, it doesn't always work. You know what I mean? I mean, I had dogs in the past where I used the leave-in conditioner and they still got dry. So it works for Gideon, so that's why I'm doing it. So it just figures as I'm doing a voiceover, Gideon starts playing with his toy pig. He has this pig where you squeeze it and it makes like this pig noise. But anyway, yeah, good boy, Gideon. That's enough. Yeah, so I'm putting in the leave-in conditioner here, and I'm gonna start drying him. His hair is short, so it shouldn't take too long. But yeah, that hair dryer, man, it's so old. I've had that hair dryer since it's pretty old. I think it's like 15 or 20 years old. And I still, because I don't use it. It's just for Gideon. So, yeah. So as I'm blow drying him, you're going to see the wall moving. My house is not possessed. The Holy Spirit is here. It's not that. I got these peel and stick. See, look at it moving. I got these peel and stick backsplash. Obviously where I live, it's a rental. And so we can't put things up. Unless it's, easily removable. And I didn't want the paint to get ruined because I don't want it to look like crap. They just renovated the bathroom not too long ago, and I didn't want like water and cleaner and stuff like that to splash up. So it's just funny though, because when the hairdryer blows on it, it actually moves, but it normally doesn't. But I think I got it like I think I got on a Dollar Tree. So I guess you get what you pay for, but I don't know, it's held for this long. So it's been there for like 3 years, and I just wipe it clean, and it does its job. It just moves when the hairdryer blows on it. So towards the end of the video, I did a closing, and like before I ended the whole video, and I was just mentioning, and I kind of wanted to expound on it just a little bit, so that to some people it might be like, what is she talking about? But sometimes there's still people that haven't accepted the Lord in their life. They for some reason or another, they just don't have Jesus in their life as much as maybe you or I. But one thing we can do in order to show them, just how Jesus can impress on someone's life is to give a smile or hold the door open for someone, and that love that Jesus has towards everyone, that can show through how we treat others. So I don't know if I explained that any better. But I try to do that because you know what? I didn't, for time in my life, I didn't have Jesus in my life at all. I shut the world out. I shut him out. And it was people that showed love towards me in just being, treating me kindly. That's how we can, introduce Jesus into people's lives, by how we treat others, and how we're also impartial towards everyone, whether they're a criminal or their lifestyle or whatever. When Jesus was on earth, he showed love toward all. So, we don't want to live a sinful life, but, we are not here to judge. We are here to reflect that glory that Jesus gives in our own lives.
You all done? Not done? Ready?
All right, Gideon's bath and blowout is done. And now for the fun part, I'm going to give him his little treat for being a good boy.
Gideon, you ready? You want this? You've earned it. Want some ice cream? Wait. Wait. Go. Good boy. Off he goes. There he goes. Good boy. You've earned it.
Everybody, thanks for watching today. Gideon was absolutely exhausted. We did a lot of walking today. It was about 30 degrees, but there was no wind and the sun was shining. So it was extremely pleasant, I should say, for Connecticut anyway, to just be able to take him for a walk and enjoy the weather. And I walked with my neighbor. She's got 3 dogs, so he got to see his friends, and he got to warm up the end of the day with a nice bath. So, yeah, I didn't do any clipping today. He didn't need it, so I don't want to put him through it if he doesn't have to. So we had an easy day today, an easy bath week. So anyway, it was good seeing you guys, and I will see you soon. And another thing, too, is I like to make sure that every day I bring joy to others and let God's glory shine a little bit through us. That's what he would like for us to do. So I hope I did that for you. I hope Gideon and I did that for you today. And I will talk to you soon, and keep shining, guys. Bye.